Hey Mike, I got your trans apart. Um, wasn't able to schedule anything with anybody yet, so just decided to forge ahead by myself. And I'll tell you what I found first. Um, First of all, this is a centrifugal device that activates the overdrive. So when your car gets up to, I believe it's approximately 38 miles per hour, then your overdrive is supposed to engage, and below that it's supposed to disengage. And here's how it does it. You got these bob weights, and they're supposed to be in. And as this spins, there's a gear off the tail shaft. It's hard to see. So as you start getting closer, as this starts to spin, these things are supposed to go out. It's hard to tell, but you can see the center shaft goes in and out, or up and down in this instance. But you can see right now, your overdrive is going to always be on. There's a spring missing or broken or something. So this should be sitting closed right now with the pin all the way down and these all the way in. And then as this spins and gets up to 38 miles per hour, along its way, this should start to go up. And when it's at its max, which is right now in its relaxed position, this hits a contact that allows power to go to the switch, or grounds it actually. It grounds the switch and activates the overdrive through this canister. It indirectly connects to these wires and has one overdrives, or sorry, one deactivates when you floor it, but that's all. That's another step. So anyways, this is one of the reasons why you didn't have reverse, because it went into overdrive, which has a sprag clutch, is a one-way clutch. I'll show you that in a moment. But these need to be closed until you get up to speed, which is why you had no reverse. So that's pretty much wants to go into overdrive all the time, which could cause damage. It's not designed for the torque of like low RPMs, like a lugging, I essentially call it. This is the sprag clutch. I've actually got the rollers. There's one of the rollers. It's hard to see, but right there is sticks out, and then it recedes. So so when they stick out, they grab, which is when the input shaft, or I guess the output shaft of here, spins. When it's faster than the drive shaft, they come out, it grabs. When the drive shaft is faster than the input shaft, it spins, but it's the same action as reverse. Reverse is the the output shaft spinning slower than the drive shaft, because it's going the opposite direction. It doesn't matter if it's going slightly slower or the opposite direction, it's the same action as far as the sprag clutch goes. So then, while I had this apart, I took this apart anyway. I've got to find the pieces. There's a bunch of needle bearings that are crushed and destroyed in the bottom. You can see some remnants. I pulled some of them out already. So I started looking at trying to figure out where those came from. So we have a nice tight gear. And then we have this super sloppy gear. And we have this extremely sloppy gear. So that's where I'm pretty positive that's where your needle bearings came from. So we need new needle bearings for these. This is the overdrive. So when this is engaged, it just turns the whole drum. It locks these and turns the whole drum, which is just direct drive. And then when it engages with the overdrive, I can't actually show you. You just need the servo hooked up to power. These will spin independently and create the overdrive. It's the two different gear ratios. Anyways, this will have to come apart. It looks like I could just fix it myself. This gear is perfect. This one's pretty good. This one's really bad. So that's those pieces. I'm pretty positive that the needle bearings in here are down there. So those are the two things I'm gonna have to fix. Need springs for that, needle bearings for these. So my next step is to take that all apart, and doesn't seem like stuff is readily available. Other than stuff like needle bearings, they can usually order by size. That shouldn't actually be a problem. I think when they say no parts are available, I think they mean like the specialty things, not the bearings. Okay, that's it for now.